This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from the Disney theme parks all around the world. Before we get to the news, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who tuned in and donated to Toys for Tots over the weekend during our 50-hour live broadcast. We raised over $50,000 for the organization. Thank you all very much for that. Another quick thing I want to mention, these sold out in I think like 2 hours last time we had them. So before they're gone, I want you guys to be aware that we do have the Gertie long sleeve shirts back. There's only like 50 left, I think, as of the time I'm recording this, so no promises, they're still there. CarouselAProducts.com. Get your Gertie, Santa Gertie shirt now before they're gone. Here now, the news for November 27, 2023, although I do have another ad to read before that anyway. Anyway, do you have an unnatural compulsion to open the My Disney Experience app and check Disney attraction wait times when you're sitting at home? Well, now thanks to the minds behind MagicBandReaders.com, you can get your very own park-inspired wait time sign to display on your desk, countertop, or wherever you feel the need to check those wait times. These wait time signs wirelessly connect to the internet and display the actual posted wait time of your favorite attractions. You can select from a number of rides and shows and such at the park, and the sign will show you the actual wait time in real time. If you're counting down the days to your next trip, the display can be configured as a vacation countdown as well, or as a simple clock in both 12 and 24-hour formats. The vacation countdown feature will even remind you when it's time to make those dining reservations at the 60-day mark. And if you purchase before December 31st, a special additional feature will be included free of charge. In addition to attraction wait times, you'll get character meet and greet wait times as well. And because these wait times signs are connected to the internet, they can be updated automatically as new rides and experiences are opened at the parks, so your sign will never be outdated. There are 6 different designs to choose from. There's Magic Kingdom, EPCOT, Hollywood Studios. This one is Disney's Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World. And then there's Disneyland and California Adventure in Anaheim as well. And each wait time sign has the ability to select one attraction from all the attractions available at that park. Right now, you see we're looking at Expedition Everest, which is 5 minutes at 5 o'clock the Monday after Thanksgiving. That seems low, but that's what it is. If you order through our link, use promo code NEWS15 to save 15% off the regular price of all the wait time signs as well as the Magic Band readers. Everest, 5 minutes for Everest. I didn't know what Flight of Passage is at. 30 minutes for Flight of Passage? I don't think we have time to record the show. I think we got to go. I'm being told I have to record the show. 30 minutes for Flight of Passage. What are we doing here? Anyway, let's get to the news. Maybe I could still get there after the news. The EPCOT International Festival of the Holidays kicked off on Friday. We, of course, were there to cover it all. If you want to watch all of the dining reviews of all the new food and drink items, you could do that right here on our YouTube channel. Jason and Ashton did a great job with that. You can read all about them at WDWNT.com. We, of course, have a post with all the merchandise available, videos of all the different entertainment, candlelight processional, etc. Tons of coverage both on the website and right here on the YouTube channel for you to enjoy. The completed World Celebration at EPCOT, including Communicore Hall and Dreamers Point, will officially open next month. And as the project nears completion, construction walls have been shifted back a few feet, revealing new concrete and widening pathways. On the World Nature side of the park, near Communicore Hall, construction walls have moved, revealing some gray and beige sections of concrete next to the old reddish-pink pavement. We noticed more walls pushed back near the bridge leading the World Showcase as well. This reveals some similar gray and beige concrete. We can see that same completed concrete from the Walt Disney World monorail. We can also see into the center of World Celebration where planters and patterns on the pavement create the EPCOT logo. The center of the park will be full of gardens. Directly behind Spaceship Earth will be Dreamers Point, which will have the new Walt the Dreamer statue. Final exterior paneling still needs to be installed on some of Communicore Hall and the awnings that jut out from it around the plaza. More plants will be installed in the dirt-filled planters around the plaza as well. Tall trees separate the plaza from the pathway that is currently on the other side of construction walls. Luminous, the Symphony of Us, the new EPCOT Nighttime Spectacular, will debut in just over a week's time on December 5th. Disney will theoretically want World Celebration completed around that time, but it looks like Communicore Hall still needs a lot of work, so that may be the holdout in all of this. Meanwhile, crews are still finishing landscaping around the water station for Journey of Water inspired by Moana. Close to Journey into Imagination with Figment is the site of a former playground, a site of a number of things. This is like a pad that's used for, I would call flex space. It's been used for festival kiosks. It's been playgrounds at Flower and Garden. It used to be the porta potties at for New Year's Eve used to be over here. A number of things. But we've been seeing a number of short concrete walls or planters or whatever you want to call them popping up behind construction walls. The theory here is this is going to be another pad for those festival kiosks, right? We've seen them do a number of permanent fixtures for these now. If you think about between France and Morocco, what is essentially on the other side of the Ratatouille show building, they built a permanent pad for festival booths, kiosks, marketplaces, whatever you want to call them. We expect that's similarly what is happening here. Meanwhile, back on the bridge to World Showcase, some scoring in the pavement suggests it'll be torn up and replaced. Maybe they'll get rid of the red pavement here too. Scoring, of course, is a process of cutting pavement to make it easier to remove. The scoring is near where the liquid layer splash pad used to be, past the refurbished Disney Vacation Club kiosk, and near the newly reopened merchandise kiosks as well. The Mark Twain animatronic appearing on the torch at the end of the American Adventure, the torch of the Statue of Liberty, that is, has suffered some dramatic damage, but the show went on in front of guests at EPCOT. Twain smoked his cigar like normal, except his head was no longer facing the right way. Mark Twain's face is twisted around almost backwards, but the animatronic still otherwise performed his movements flawlessly. The finale scene between Benjamin Franklin and Mr. Twain went on with no indication that anything was wrong, and the horrifying Twain left the audience with a feeling more frightening than perhaps inspiring. Maybe Benjamin Franklin didn't notice because he was wearing his rose-colored glasses. I don't know. Anyway, you can watch the video on our website. It's also on our TikTok account as well. Though calling it a Christmas miracle may be a bit of a stretch, guests traversing through the Journey of Water inspired by Moana at EPCOT on November 24th discovered that the attraction is currently running with heated water, likely in an attempt to combat low temperatures in Central Florida. A lot of people asked, this was a big story because I think a lot of people asked what will happen when it gets cold, and this is the answer. They're going to heat the water. Though more noticeable in some portion of the attraction than others, our reporter noted that the water seemed generally warmer throughout the entire experience. At its lowest point, it felt room temperature, which is a noticeable change from the water that usually runs through the attraction. A reporter noticed the most significant difference in the ocean section of the walkthrough, specifically in front of the Kakamora wall. This, of course, would be where kids would get the most wet anyway. And while the Kakamora themselves were off and not shooting water as they typically do, the water emerging from the pads on the ground in this portion of the experience was genuinely warm. The fountains in the nearby rockwork also contain noticeably warm water. Again, this is the part where people are mostly playing in it, so it makes sense. So there you go. That's how it's going to operate when it gets a little chilly here in Central Florida. Not that that happens super often, but it happens. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head on over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT and their team will design your next magical vacation, from the Walt Disney World and Disneyland resorts to the Disney Cruise Line to Adventures by Disney and more. They're also able to book unforgettable VIP tours where you and your group can experience the ultimate park day. And the best part is their concierge services are 100% free, so book today. Roof decking has been added atop the framework of a new covered seating area that's currently under construction near the Harambe Market quick service dining location at Animal Kingdom. This is also near Tamu Tamu and also Zuri's Sweet Shop. It's going to kind of maybe act as a seating area for all of them, all of which could probably use some additional seating, honestly. Wooden roof decking has been added atop the structure, which first became visible in September. Roof decking, also referred to as sheathing, is a base layer of wood that serves as the foundation of the roof itself. Weatherproof sheathing and more themed paneling will be added over the decking later. And there are also two small dormer roofs jutting out of the front of the structure, and they're also covered in decking. Not sure when this is going to be done. It's been going on for quite a while. Guests can commemorate the new year with 2024 pins, an ear headband, or a ball cap, all now available at the Walt Disney World Resort. We found the pins at the Star Traders at the Magic Kingdom. The ear headband and the ball caps were in the Emporium. There's a 2024 Castle pin for $14.99. All the pins are $14.99, by the way. There's a Mickey pin, a Stitch pin, a Spinner pin. Then there's also the ear headband for $34.99, the black 2024 adult baseball cap for $29.99, and a youth 2024 ball cap for $24.99. Look no further, explorers, for a drinking vessel worthy of Captain Nemo himself. The 4th edition Nautilus Tiki mug has arrived at Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. The 4th edition green Nautilus Tiki mug comes with the drink for $63. It's meant for 2 people, by the way. The large Nautilus Tiki mug, again, now green this time around, not the former shades of brown that it's been in the past. The bottom of the mug indicates that this is, in fact, the 4th edition, though previous colors have all been in shades of brown. The attached sticker also lets buyers know that it's dishwasher and microwave safe, although I don't recommend either of those, by the way. The mug is available at both Trader Sam's Grog Grotto and Trader Sam's Tiki Terrace, which is the outdoor location, located at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. Of course, I got one. Needed it. During our very Merrytime cruise on the Disney Magic, we met various characters in their new holiday outfits, including Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy. The characters usually come out twice during the 5-night Very Merrytime sailing, on the first night and the third night. Santa Claus only comes out on the third night and, of course, has a long line. The characters are usually in the atrium, on one of the floors overlooking the atrium, or in front of the Walt Disney Theater. You can check the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app for the meet and greet times and locations during your sailing. If you want to watch a video of all these character meet and greet, these new costumes, it is available here on our channel. We also have all the other new Merrytime offerings, the Christmas tree lighting and the new deck party or deck show, if you want to call it that, Mickey Minnie's Holiday Party. You can watch all those right here on the channel. And there's much more content from that cruise that we just took coming your way very soon. At Disneyland Park, a guest climbed out of his boat, stripped to his underwear, climbed over characters, sat among scenes, left his clothing among the ride set pieces, and waded through the water on the ride. By the way, you say he went down to his underwear. He eventually was out of those underwear as well. This all happened over the weekend, and according to Deadline, the guest was then arrested. A Disneyland Resort representative told Deadline that the guest got off the ride while it was in motion, and the attraction was stopped when park operators were made aware of the situation. After the guest was detained, the person was removed from the property altogether after being booked by the Anaheim Police Department. You can see for yourself in the video, you're seeing some of that now, posted earlier in the evening yesterday by Instagram user iHeartDisneyland. On TikTok, user Magic Blingdom shared another video of the guests climbing over characters, entering set pieces, and crawling amongst the backdrops as their boat moved through the scenes. The guest balanced using characters and props as he moved around all the show scenes. He climbed between actively moving animatronics. He balanced on backdrops as he walked around. He climbed into the false water reflecting pond in front of the Taj Mahal and sat down for a bit before continuing to explore the set. A Twitter user, or ex-user, I should say, Ashley Esqueda, shared an image of the guest walking on the exterior of the ride. At that point, he was completely naked. This is, I would say over the last 3 or 4 years, we have seen some things. This is up there, man. This is at the top of the list, probably with the Remember Hopper guy. I don't know if people even remember that one, where the guy misquoted A Bug's Life as he yelled about not wanting to wear a mask in 2020 in the theme parks. This and the Cucumber Lady. This is up there with all of those. I hope the guy's all right. I don't know. It doesn't seem like he was all there. So I certainly hope everything's okay, but what a weird, crazy circumstance. And of all the rides, the most wholesome and child-friendly attraction of all to experience this. And the reason you see, it's all over social media, the reason is It's a Small World Holiday gets a giant queue and has a mega capacity. So there were a lot of people on the ride or in the queue when this happened. So that's why it's, of all the incidents I think we've ever seen, it is the most photographed and video recorded by far. The Astro Orbiter at Disneyland is closed for refurbishment until 2024, with construction walls now up around the attraction. Blue construction walls encircle the Astro Orbiter, which is at the entrance of Tomorrowland at Disneyland. Sign on the wall reads, "Departing flights will resume in winter 2024. Please enjoy other Tomorrowland attractions." We can assume winter 2024 means January, February, or March. Disney has not yet set a date. While a young man and attending college, a Disney cast member used a company credit card to rack up around $24,000 in drugs. When he revealed this to Disney, the company gave him a second chance instead of a pink slip. In interviews with Business Insider and Medium, he shared his story and how Disney changed his life for the good. Taran Sargsyan, the 22 then 22 years old and studying at the University of Southern California, was actively addicted to drugs. He managed to land his dream job as a software engineer with the PhotoPass team at Disney. But his battle with addiction led him to rack up more than $24,000 in expenses on the company credit card to fund his drug habit. He was encouraged to admit his problems to his manager, and certain he would be terminated from a position he loved, confessed his transgressions to his manager. To his astonishment, Disney offered to keep him on and also gave him a second chance to pay back the money he owed. Sargent said the second chance changed his life. Quote, "Had it not been for Disney's impact on my life, I may not have healed from my addiction or my relationship with my family. I'm glad I didn't miss out on a life filled with joy, love, and kindness," said Sargent. Though the second chance offered to him was a blessing for the company, Sargent said that he failed 6 times in rehab centers as he continued his journey. "I entered treatment centers multiple times, but various factors, including fear of losing my job, undiagnosed mental health issues, cultural insensitivity, and personal safety concerns, led to failure. After 6 unsuccessful attempts, I lost hope of ever getting sober. I didn't know what to do anymore." Then on Disneyland's birthday, Sargent received one more compassionate gesture of kindness from Disney, and this second chance stuck. "On July 17, 2018, I was stranded in Palm Springs, California, with no gas and no money, with 10 days left to return to work for my second medical leave of absence. I had just left another rehab against medical advice, and I feared I was about to lose the only thing left in my life, my job. But on this fateful day, Disney threw a life jacket out for me, and their intervention saved my life. This time, the treatment plans addressed the core reasons for my past failed attempts. I couldn't believe I was getting the best and most personalized care I could ever dream of. For once, I didn't feel alone and invisible in the world. Disney fully believed in my capacity to change and offered me everything I needed to succeed. I spent 6 months healing through various modalities of therapy. And after a year into my sobriety, I quit my job and moved back in with my family to heal the damage I caused them during my active addiction. I also wanted to give my family the chance to make their amends to me and get to know their son. I extended the same gesture of compassion and forgiveness towards my family that Disney extended towards me at the lowest point of my life." Sargent's second chance experience had led him to want to share more about his story with people and the hopes to help inspire change with others the way that Disney inspired change for him. If we want our loved ones to heal and find their way back to their families, we need to approach addiction with more compassion and understanding. That's exactly what Disney did for me, and it changed my life. How many people can say that Disney saved them from addiction and brought their family back together? It's pretty mind-blowing. If it wasn't for Disney's profound impact on my life, I wouldn't have the confidence to share my message and make a difference. I want to give back to the world what was so freely given to me by Disney. I know my story has the potential to change lives, challenge the status quo, and contribute to the broader shift in societal attitudes towards addiction. I want to help others see that they can imagine a whole different life for themselves too. Because here's the thing, addiction is not this lifelong disease that defines us. There's so much more to the story. You know, with the guy stripping and all these other things, we read a lot of stories that are not particularly positive, and I know probably currently it's not super cool to be positive about the Walt Disney Company. And trust me, I've read enough stories in my time where we've certainly shamed the Walt Disney Company. This is one where the company showed extraordinary compassion, and I'm really proud to be a supporter of the company that treats their employees in a way like this. This is great. As someone who's been very close with people in my life that suffered from very similar things, it hits close to home. It means a lot, and it's a really nice story to hear at this time of year. Guests visiting the downtown Disney district on November 24th were treated to a picturesque snowfall, the first ever seen in the retail and dining area. The scenic holiday squall will now occur in the district each evening through December 31st. The snowfall takes place in the same area near Jazz Kitchen, a Coastal Grill and Patio, Black Tap, Craft Burgers and Shakes, and Tortilla Joe's. It occurs every half hour from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The downtown Disney district is transformed into a winter wonderland as snow gently falls atop the festive decor. And while the night sky is partially illuminated by lights positioned on the roofs of the surrounding buildings, the snowfall isn't as much a show as it is a general dusting. There are no significant lighting or sound effects, but it's a nice offering overall. The world of Frozen is now open at Hong Kong Disneyland, and we have captured every single piece of exclusive merchandise available in the land for you to peruse. You can check out the post at WDWNT.com. Of course, there are a number of videos right here on the channel you can watch. You can watch the all-new Frozen Ever After attraction. You can watch Wandering Oak and Sliding Sleighs, both daytime and nighttime videos. We have a day and nighttime tour of the land that's over a half hour long that I painstakingly shot. And in the coming days, we will also release my honest review of the entire land, and as well a food tour where I tried every single food item and snack item and drink item available throughout all of the newest Disneyland. So please go check that all out if you're interested. Shanghai Disneyland hosted a fashion show in the city of Zootopia before the land's official opening on December 20th. The fashion show included new cast member costumes as well as appearances by Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. Nick debuted his police uniform as seen in the end of the Zootopia film. Although they say that he debuted this, he wears this in the parade in Japan. It's in harmony and color, by the way. Either way, puppet versions of Frou Frou and Flash also appeared in the show. They will be in the land as well. Frou Frou hosted the fashion show, appearing in a window to talk to guests. Previously released concept art teased these window appearances by characters like Frou Frou, Flash, Mr. Big, Kozlov the polar bear, Yax the Yak, Duke Weaselton, and of course the Hopps family. Flash was a little late to the fashion show, appearing at the very end of the video. I can't imagine why he was late. Cast member name tags have Zootison decorations at Zootopia Citizen, decorations featuring Judy Hopps and a police car. Cast members working Zootopia Hot Pursuit, the main attraction, are dressed as police officers with navy blue trousers, long-sleeved light blue shirts, and a double-sided vest. Police officers working outside will have hats. The vests have Zootopia PD patches opposite the name tags. Other PD cast members have teal blue sleeves and khaki pants. The vest worn by Hot Pursuit cast members is reversible. The other side is a more colorful vest that cast members can have hanging open over their long-sleeve t-shirt, which is actually a gazelle tee. The visible gazelle tees are paired with jeans for cast members working in merchandise. In addition to the reversible vest, they can also wear a purple vest with a batik animal pattern. There's also long-sleeve jacket options. Cast members working at Jumbo's Cafe will be dressed just like the animal employees in the film, with white branded aprons, bow ties, pink pinstripe shirts, white hats, and khaki pants. The Jumbo's Cafe employees can wear a light blue jacket or navy blue coat on cold days. Culinary cast members working outdoors have gazelle-themed purple aprons. And before Judy and Nick joined the fashion show, Judy pointed out that Nick wasn't in uniform. He quickly changed into that navy blue police officer's outfit. Of course, in Zootopia, Nick becomes a police officer at the end of the film and briefly appears in uniform. And of course, Judy in the land will wear her uniform, as you've seen many, many times. For the absolute latest on these stories and all that didn't make it into today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Inner Globe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. Special shout out to all of our WIGS members watching who make this show happen every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Now wave goodbye to everybody, Marshmallow. Bye.
WDW News Tonight is our weekly comedy show combining the news of the week, comedy segments, thoughtful discussions, insane characters, parody commercials, games, and more. Watch live on Thursdays at 9 p.m. and become a WIGS member to get access to a bonus post show. Watch WDW News Tonight episodes anytime and live on YouTube, or get the audio-only version on iTunes and other podcast services.